He's also fighting for the steel workers. He went to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on Friday last week, and he told the U.S. steel workers, you're going to stay an American company. You know, this is important stuff because there was a deal made with a Japanese company to basically remove U.S. Steel, which has been, you know, American. It's U.S. Steel after all, for good from America. He says that America will keep, U.S. Steel will keep its headquarters in the great city of Pittsburgh, and he explained that the planned partnership between U.S. Steel and Nippon Steel would create at least 70,000 jobs and add $14 billion to the U.S. economy. So before President Trump got involved, you know, this was just going to be a loss for America. He used the Defense Production Act of 1950 to prevent the Japanese from fully acquiring U.S. Steel. This is what a great president does. This is what a great leader does. The damage that I think this would have ultimately done to America, of course, no one else is paying attention. Donald Trump is. Thank you for that. He also increased tariffs on steel imports from 25 to 50%, because guess what? He wants people to start buying American steel, other countries to start importing what we make here. Had we not done this, Alex, it really would have long-term, I think, weakened this country. We've got to make things here. Just from a national security standpoint, something like this is so important. And I know all of those steel workers were very happy to see President Trump, but to hear this great news, Alex.
So this is a really tricky one, Laura, because U.S. Steel, Nippon Steel has had its eye on U.S. Steel for 18 months and been trying to buy U.S. Steel, and U.S. Steel has been struggling and needs investment. And for whatever reason, we don't feel like that there's enough American investment available, that Japan's better off investing. But they're not looking just to make money. They're looking to get access, information, leverage. There's something going on there that I don't fully understand, but Donald Trump sees opportunity where other people would feel intimidated or perhaps angered even. And he's saying, well, here's what's going to go on is we're not going to give you U.S. Steel. You're not going to be able to buy it, but you will be able to invest in it. And he's going to have to assure that there are safeguards in place so that if there is a president who is less savvy in the future, a President Buttigieg or a President Harris, we got to be careful.
Please don't speak it into truth, Alex. Jesus.
Yeah, but we got to be careful about
together.
this because this is going to be a deal that's going to last for decades. And he's got some carve-outs that I know that are really important. So he's got this golden share phenomenon where the U.S. is going to control the board. That's a big deal. And he's got to have it so that Japan can't downgrade our capacity to make steel. So if he can get this investment, and I have faith in Donald Trump that he's the only guy who could do this, without giving up control of the company, it's truly, there's no one else on earth who would even thought to try to cut such a deal. So I'm very impressed so far. I'm awaiting the final deal terms, and we've got to be eagle-eyed on this because this is a huge opportunity to create a lot of new jobs if done properly. And honestly, I can't think of anyone else who could pull something like this off.
No, you're exactly right. There is no one else who would have even attempted this. I mean, Joe Biden would have been happy to just let U.S. Steel fully exit our control here in America.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.